Okay, so next question, następne pytanie that I had was about three words and about the etymology. The question was, why do we say wine? So wine, no, typu jak wino. But we say vineyard, vineyard's виноградник. But also we say, якщо ми хочемо сказати виноград, ми кажемо grape. So why is this? Why do we have this reason, this difference? And the reason is because of history, is the short answer. English is a mix of many, many, many different languages. We have a very strong influence from French, of course, and by extension from Latin and the Romance languages, but also we have a strong influence from the Germanic languages, so also from Old German, from Old Norse, from Proto-Indo-European as well, which is the founding of nearly all of the modern languages that we have in Europe, and also some in Asia as well. And the short answer is because these words come from different places. So if we look at the word wine, first of all, wine and vine, these are examples of what we call a doublet. Now, a doublet is two words which have the same etymology, but they come to the language in a different way, not in the same way. And wine and vine is a very good example of this. So the word wine, if we take this as our first example, this comes from the Old English word wine, with no E on the end. And this is from Old English. And this means the word wine. This is what it means. The word vine, this comes to English from the Latin word, vinum. And this word also means wine. Now, if you go back far enough, the word win comes from a pronunciation change from the word vin, and which also comes from vinum, from the Latin word for wine originally. So both of these words come from vinum, from Latin, but because of the pronunciation change that happened in Old English, we have this difference that takes place here. The word grape is very interesting from etymology, from an etymological perspective. So the word grape appeared in English about 1250 to 1300. This word first appeared in English. And its etymology is a little bit unsure. We're not 100% where this word comes from. We think maybe it comes from the French word grappe, which was a type of hook that was used in this time for collecting fruit, but we are not 100% sure where this word comes from. So it's quite an interesting thing that even normal words, everyday words like grape, we don't know for sure where these words come from. But this is a very good example of how we can have words from many which are very closely connected to each other, but have completely different etymologies and come to the language from a different place. So just a short question about where these came from, and this is the answer that we have.